This is your friendly reminder that you become the most powerful, authentic version of yourself when you figure out what your primary feminine archetypes are and you decide to stay true to those feminine archetypes, even when the world or society or the circles that you run in tell you that being that type of person is not right or it goes against the grain. And one of the most classic examples of this is with Belle from Beauty and the Beast. I recently rewatched the live action version, so let's dive into it. Now, this should come as a shock to absolutely nobody, but Belle is a classic sage archetype woman. She is driven by the pursuit of knowledge. She's incredibly curious. She yearns to know what's going on in the world at large outside of the little town that she lives in. She's not necessarily all that interested in romance. She would rather have her nose in a book than be flirting or starting a family, or any of the more traditional or correct things that the people in her village tell her she should be doing. So how does Belle really step into her power and become the most magnetic, powerful, authentic version of herself by staying true to her sage archetype rather than trying to be something that she's not? The first sage quality that we see Belle really tap into is she taps into her love of learning. She taps into her curiosity, and she allows herself to keep being independent and driven by the pursuit of knowledge above anything else. And how this gives Belle more autonomy and power is that she's actually willing to leave her comfort zone and pursue her dreams, unlike her peers. Everyone else is comfortable remaining where they are, but because she allows herself to be relentlessly driven by curiosity, she's able to change her circumstances for the better. The second sage quality that Belle uses to become the most powerful and authentic version of herself is she taps into the sage's resourcefulness, her practicality, the fact that she's driven by logic, and she remains level-headed at all times. How this gives Belle power is she can think very quickly on her feet, and she can think fast in stressful situations, and she can very quickly come up with solutions for those stressful situations. And we see this quick on her feet thinking when she replaces her father, who was imprisoned by the beast, which obviously eventually leads to her falling in love with the beast and completely turning her life around. The third sage quality that Belle uses to change her life and set herself up for success is that she does not crumble under pressure. She's capable of distancing herself from her feelings in order to see events as they are, not as her emotions color them to be. And how this gives Belle power as a sage woman is she's able to be curious rather than afraid when it comes to meeting the beast. This allows her to get to know him, they eventually fall in love, and everyone gets there happily ever after. This is your sign to learn about these 7 feminine archetypes and to learn how to harness the power of your natural feminine archetypes to become the best version of yourself. You can find all of this information in my course, which is launching this week, which you can find on thedreamgirlacademy.com or at the links in my bio. I am so excited to bring you guys this course.